good to go?
Good.
Alright, so now we're doing some chipping today. So while we're doing our chipping, I'll just explain the difference of a chip and a pitch. A chip shot we're going to be hitting is lower to the ground. It's going to roll out more. It's going to give you probably a better chance of making it than a pitch shot. So a pitch shot is when you hit it in the air farther and it's going to roll less. So we're going to be chipping today. So the goal is to place the ball farther back in our stance than normal. So this is our normal swing. It's right in the middle. A chip shot, we're going to move it almost towards the back. And we're going to open our left hip a little bit with our hands forward. The key to this is hands forward, ball back. With our weight, we're going to put our weight 60-40 on your front foot. Maybe 70-30, depending on you. But we really want to see that lean forward. And then what we're going to do is a tiny little stroke, bringing it back and just dropping the club head onto the back of the ball. So it's going to look something like this. And then it just rolls out towards the hole. You guys have any questions about that? You guys ever played any shots like that before? Tried to? Well, good. We're going to practice it here. How about you, Charlie?
Yeah, that's in the arsenal.
Good. So I'll grab camera if you guys want to just grab some balls and start hitting. I'll come around and kind of guide you on how it's looking. Okay, so a little bit more weight forward. When I say exaggerate that, do it. Ball back. Let's move the ball back to about here. Perfect. Nice low. Okay, let's do weight a little bit farther forward. Okay. Your left hip, try and move it left, so kind of back behind you. Here, let me set this down. If you don't mind. Just do this. You want to twist it like that.
Okay.
So you want that open, that way you can swing around it. Yep. Nice low. And it rolls out. So once you guys get really good at this shot, it's just basically knowing how much the ball is going to roll. Good. Alright, so on the next one, we really want to try and strike the club down into the ground. Okay. You can really hit down into the ground. Your club doesn't have to go through. But the reason we do that is because there's loft on the club. Yeah. If you hit down on the back of the ball, the loft is going to do all the work. Okay. That's what we want. And you can choke down on that club too. It's going to make it easier. How's it going, Charlie? Good. I like it. Way forward. Ooh, I like it. Made that look easy. How we doing, Kevin? Alright. A little more way forward. Yep. Okay. Now, this time, let's use less wrists, more arms. So, like you're swinging a normal club, just bring the club at, yep. Exactly. And that downward strike on the ball. Yep. Watch how far back you bring the club though, just because you can go less back and accelerate through the ball. If you bring it too far back and just don't accelerate through, you'll end up getting caught up in the grass. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like...
Yep. That's perfect. That's a perfect backswing. How's it going for everybody? Good? You're good. You can keep hitting. I don't know why they stopped.
Balls.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Found one.
Good. Now the difference between the one you just hit and the one before that you didn't quite hit was you tried to lift that first one.
Okay.
Now with this shot, we're gonna use the loft of the club. So even when we de-loft the club, I mean, you're using a 52-degree wedge. If you de-loft it, you're probably hitting about a pitching wedge.
Okay.
So you can still hit down into the back of the ball, and the loft is going to do all the work. So that includes smaller backswing, accelerate through the ball. Yep, even a little bit smaller backswing than that. The only reason I'm saying smaller backswing is because when you take a smaller backswing, it's going to give you more control. And
Is it okay to still interlock, or should we
it's
not?
definitely okay to interlock. I interlock on every single shot except for putts.
Okay.
Good question. All right. You guys can keep hitting. I'll gather some balls for you.
It's okay. You keep doing it. I'll get the ball for you.
You sure?
There's supposed to be a lot of loft or no, right?
I'm sorry, what's that?
A lot of loft or no?
A lot of loft? Let me come over here and see what you mean.
Yeah, come over here and the ball.
He's just finding balls as he goes.
Realistic fucking practice right here.
Now, what do you mean by a lot of loft?
Well, because I mean, like before, like for the past few shots,
Yep.
it's just been like popping up.
It's been popping up.
Yeah.
So,
Because like I mean, I shortened my swing now.
okay, show me what you were doing before compared to what your question is.
I think. Like, here, back Stronger, still finger. Not mean to do that.
A little blade action.
If it was Charlie, it probably would have been.
Is that like what your question?
Like, but it goes like further, so it just kind of like pops up. But you want more to go. There's like a little straight shot, right?
Right.
So, it's just
So a
kinda
lot of that-
shorten the swing and follow through
A
more.
lot of that is keeping your hands forward as you hit it. So I want your hands to continue to be in front of the ball through impact.
Okay.
So if you want to watch Charlie hit this. Charlie's been hitting really good ones. Watch his hands. See that?
Yeah.
See how they stay low and in front of the ball?
Yeah.
That's why he hits that low runner right there. Boom.
Gotcha.
Good work, Charlie. Anybody have any questions?
How do you put backspin on the ball?
Well, I'll talk about that after. You gotta hit it just right.
Alright, it's a big shot.
No questions or anything?
No.
Okay. All right, so when we hit through impact, I'd like to see your hands end up in that same position, but out here. So go through the ball and end up forward like that.
Okay.
And if you want a little visual, watch Charlie hit a couple of these shots. Charlie, hit another one for us if you would. See how his hands continue to go past the ball but stay low and where they were, out in front with that angle? That's a good example, Charlie. Thank you. You just picked right up on that. This is a tough shot to actually master. You just got to get a little bit more under it, hit down on it.
That's what I was thinking. I was hitting on the top of it, yeah.
Yep, just lifting up a little. There you are. And you can even hit these shots a little bit thick, so you're better off hitting them down on them harder than actually lifting up and blading it over the green.
Okay.
You're still going to give yourself a chance at making your putt. It's alright, keep working on it. Not bad, Kev. Keep those hands forward pressed through the shot. Yep, that's a better trajectory. You just got to get up on top of that hill so it rolls. There you are. Now you hit it too good. Charlie putting a clinic on. Good shot.
Yeah. Of course, I was aiming for that.
How's it going, Sean?
So that's what you want to keep. Yeah.
There's a good one. Which hole are you going for? Good. That was perfect. Yeah, just lifting up on it a little bit. Perfect. And one thing I see difference from those couple that you blade to the couple that you hit good was you actually like bring the club up a little bit higher instead of just bring it flat and back.
Gotcha.
Which helps make you make a downward blow.
Yeah.
That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Yeah, exactly. You got that one dialed in. Perfect. You guys can all hit a couple more and then we'll bring it in. Go over what we just practiced. Good shot. I think you could make that putt right there.
Take the camera for your closing
Thanks.
statements here.
Appreciate it. I actually just saw this with Sean as well. Sometimes I notice when you're blading, it's when you bring in the club real flat in the back, and when you bring it up in the air a little bit, more here, watch it. So we're forward, we're back. We bring the club back here and here. It's just easier to do one of those. Then if you do it and you bring the club up a little bit and then down, you actually can lead a downward blow onto the ball instead of it's like a 2-degree blow to a 8-degree blow. You get what I'm saying? Then you can just bring it up. Just up here. Yep. Just keep those
Nice,
hands
Kev.
moving forward as well. Nice. Shot, Sean. Nice. All right, let's bring it in.
So are you going to email these videos to us?
If you want them.
I'd love it.
Okay. Yeah, I can email you. Just give me your email when we're done.
Okay.
All right, so we kind of went over difference of chipping and pitching. We're hitting chip shots here. You guys made great. Didn't make great. You guys made great swings that ended up a lot better than when we first started. It's making a lot of progress. It's gonna take a lot of practice on your own time. But you guys have any questions about those shots or anything? I mean, I know you guys gave some feedback while we were hitting them. Realized that we need to bring the club up a little bit higher as well. We're blading a couple of them when we weren't. I mean, I appreciate all the feedback you guys are giving me and how much you guys are trying because it's really paying off. If you guys don't have any questions or anything about that pitch or the chip shot, then I think we're ready to move on for tomorrow. Cool. All right.
Sounds good.
Thanks
Copy.
for all your help.